Hi everyone. It's been less than 24 hours since I passed the PSPO 1 and the PSM 1. What those mean is the Professional Scrum Master and the Professional Scrum Product Owner. Now you might be asking, why did I do both at the same time all within 24 hours? Well, here's the reasons why. So when I first looked at the both certifications, right, the one thing I learned is that 60% of the questions are between the PSPO and the PSM. Now, if you think about it, when you learn Scrum, you learn about the Scrum team. So it doesn't matter if it's a Scrum Master or the product owner, you're gonna learn all about the team itself. And that was kind of my way of thinking of why I should do both certifications. Now, you might be asking, what did I use to pass? Well, roughly, with my study time, it took me about 1 month casual reading. Now, of course, they always say, read the Scrum Guide. I read it about 3-4 times. I printed it off myself. And I also had supplemented it with different books. Now, I got this book off of Amazon. This is the definitive guide to PSM 1 and PSPO 1. Passing the Professional Scrum Master and Product Exam on Your First Try by Moritz Nippel. Hopefully I pronounced the name correctly. This book is okay. I won't say it'll help you pass the first try, but I would say this is more of a summary book. It's a really good book to get everything cohesive together. But majority of the more advanced knowledge and more in-depth knowledge, I would read a different book, which I would recommend the second book that I read, which is the Professional Product Owner, Leveraging Scrum as a Competitive Advantage by Don McGreal and Ralph Jocham. Now, the one thing that you can understand is that this book was recommended by scrum.org for the PSPO 1. This book is really good because it goes way more in depth and gives you a better understanding and gives you different scenarios. Now, the one thing that is so important if you're trying to pass is that you need to do a lot of questions. When doing those questions, I would say different sources would be the Scrum Open and the Product Owner Open off of scrum.org. They have open assessments that you can do. Now, the thing with those two is they're relatively much easier than the exam itself. So even though there are advices out there that says you need to get 100% 3 times in a row and whatnot, that does not give you the, let's say, the confidence, or it shouldn't give you saying that if you get 100% 3 times, you're gonna pass the exam. There's actually more to study. So that's where I would say the books will help you. But if you're able to find external third parties that give you different questions that you can practice on, those are my highest recommendations. Now, if you have any other questions about how to pass those exams, you can definitely feel free to message below and I'll reply back. But if this is your first time and you're trying to figure out, should I do it or should I not do it? This is the time you should do it, because if it's a certificate, you can hit 2 birds in 1 stone. The exam itself is not too hard. I would say it's about 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 in difficulty. The only difference is if you're gonna study thoroughly. So don't say it is a scam if you don't pass, but it's something that you need to know the knowledge throughout, because the passing requirement to pass these exams are 85% at scrum.org. Now, if you don't want to pay to do the exam, there is also different certifications you can get, which is the PSPO and I believe the CSM, which you just take a course, and I do not believe there is any exams you need to take in order to get those certificates. Those are offered with scrumalliance.org. Those would be a bit different. So hopefully my video helps out everyone. Yeah, I'm still tired, but just wanted to share my experience on how I was able to pass the PSPO and the PSM 1 all together within 24 hours. Thank you. Bye now.